the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Everybody got something to say in the background. Niggas throw rocks and hide their hands, they ain't tough now. Kobe in the clutch, every time they wanna act foul. Exotic weeds, out of packs, only smoking on loud. Go to Vegas, catch a flight, nigga, I put my feet up. Sliding down the strip, nigga throwing threes and peas up. Out with my bitch and she swear I'm doing 3 months. You gotta be this way when you tryna run some ends up. Driving like a storm, had the Charlie burnt her whole clutch. Yellow coupe in the sun, nigga, I'm tryna turn up. Hit her engine growling every corner when I pull up. Slapping Mag drain the whip, tryna go down. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud.
You a hating ass nigga, why you mad at the bitch? Go outside about a bitch, cause she choosing the shit. Ayy, watch how you choosing the bitch, end up losing the bitch. Now you boo-hooing shit, ayy. Oh, green ass, trick off, crying ass. Where you going off, stalking ass nigga with your talking ass? I'm a walking ass, standing on 10 ass nigga. L's gon' come, count the wins, little nigga, ayy. Yup, point is, run it to the ceiling. Hit the hoe, split the hoe, stay up at your feelings. If you get it, you get it. Dream chasing, I don't want no dealings.
Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. The money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Everybody got something to say in the background. Niggas throw rocks and hide their hands, they ain't tough now. Kobe in the clutch, every time they wanna act foul. Exotic weeds, out of packs, only smoking on loud. Go to Vegas, catch a flight, nigga, I put my feet up. Sliding down the strip, nigga throwing threes and peas up. Out with my bitch and she swear I'm doing 3 months. You gotta be this way when you tryna run some ends up. Driving like a storm, had the Charlie burnt her whole clutch. Yellow coupe in the sun, nigga, I'm tryna turn up. Hit her engine growling every corner when I pull up. Slapping Mag drain the whip, tryna go down. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud.
You a hating ass nigga, why you mad at the bitch? Go outside about a bitch, cause she choosing the shit. Ayy, watch how you choosing the bitch, end up losing the bitch. Now you boo-hooing shit. Ayy, oh, green ass, trick off, crying ass. Where you going off, stalking ass nigga with your talking ass? I'm a walking ass, standing on 10 ass nigga. L's gon' come, count the wins, little nigga. Ayy. Yup, point is, run it to the ceiling. Hit the hoe, split the hoe, stay up at your feelings. If you get it, you get it. Dream chasing, I don't want no dealings.
Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Everybody got something to say in the background. Niggas throw rocks and hide their hands, they ain't tough now. Kobe in the clutch, every time they wanna act foul. Exotic weeds, out of packs, only smoking on loud. Go to Vegas, catch a flight, nigga, I put my feet up. Sliding down the strip, nigga, throwing threes and peas up. Out with my bitch and she swear I'm doing 3 months. You gotta be this way when you tryna run some ends up. Driving like a storm, had the Charlie burnt her whole clutch. Yellow coupe in the sun, nigga, I'm tryna turn up. Hit her engine growling every corner when I pull up. Slapping Mag Drain the whip, tryna go dumb. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud.
You a hating that nigga, why you mad at the bitch? Go outside about the bitch, cause she choosing the shit. Ayy, ayy, watch how you choosing the bitch, end up losing the bitch. Now you boo-hooing shit, ayy. Oh, green ass, trick off, crying ass. Where you going off, stalking ass nigga with your talking ass? I'm a walking ass, standing on 10 ass nigga. L's gon' come, count the wins, little nigga, ayy. Yeah, point is, run it to the ceiling. Hit the hoe, split the hoe, stay up at your feelings. If you get it, you get it. Dream chasing, I don't want no dealings.
Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud.
What is good, chat? We live for about an hour on some late night shit.
Yeah, bro, we had a full day today.
Bro, we had a full day with shows and hella shit, cuz we had hella that shit going on today. Y'all can see we got tables and all type of shit in the back. Yeah, so, yeah. Side quit, bro. So shit felt like Zelda.
For real, we didn't even do our shit.
Alright, now we found
just because it took too long. Yeah. Remember the other shit we said we was gonna do.
Right. But what was good about it, we locked in a guest. So we locked in some good shit. So 2 guests actually. So we got 2 guests locked in. So we been working, chat. And we still fulfilled our commitment because we said we're gonna stream every day. We here now, and then we'll be back again at 6 p.m. to interview Royal Ross. 3 S's, man. Shout out to bro. He just dropped his dope ass album, Yellow Rose, you feel me? And go slap his new video shot by our brother No BM Gang, Extraordinary. You feel me? It's out now on YouTube. Royal Ross with 3 S's, man. Tap in.
Too hard, bro.
No, for real. And how you feel about his shit tonight? He did good.
I told him that shit was hard as fuck, especially because he already know I super fuck with Extraordinary.
Mm-hmm.
But I just fuck with his sound in general. Like, all his songs is a vibe, but that one, like I told him.
That's the one.
Yeah, it's just like you always gonna have the one song that, nigga, you can play this for down there anybody.
They gon' fuck with it.
Yeah, it'll go up. And I seen that with the crowd, because, like, the crowd was kind of like, you know, being reserved when he was first announced. But when that damn song came on and that beat got to playing.
Holy shit, Nobi, yeah, we on this motherfucker. Yeah, nigga, Kevo, yeah, we in here.
Yeah, what's up with it?
We made it back. We made it. We back from the gulag.
We finally live, bro. It only took all night.
It only took all fucking night. Finally got this shit going, but yeah.
Let's get into this shit, bro.
Yeah, where we starting, low or we going crime?
Yeah, we definitely gotta go low. You know, on the basketball video.
And it's only 20 minutes, so you feel me? We Gucci. Let me get to the reactions.
My bad, Chad.
Don't apologize, nigga. We've been working fucking hard as fuck, bruh. Trying to get this shit going. For you, chat. For
I started
y'all.
a business to
Coming for you, nigga.
Nah, for real.
and Chase has supported me from the beginning.
So the season is.
All right, slowly roll.
Oh damn, I'm so fucked up. I ain't got my head.
Oh, shit. Oh, hold on. Let me unplug it. I got you all fucked up and backwards, nigga. My bad.
Damn, my bad, dog. You know we throw it off. Nigga ain't even got the headset on. I'm in this bitch.
Tweaked out.
Shit hurt.
He said, nigga, I'm just here. Nigga, shit, it's all right, bro.
Damn, my bad. All right.
Nah, you straight. You straight. We got it now. We Gucci? Yep, we good. All right. Whoo.
Oh, my headset seemed loud as fuck.
These are new headphones.
Yeah, okay. Because I knew it was something different. I'm like, damn, this shit, it don't sound like I can hear everything.
Yeah, and I think I rewired everything a little bit more cleaner than the first time. And it looking a little more organized now. Yeah, them just was using loud as fuck.
No, for real, cuz, on God. But yeah, these the ones that niggas was using, cause I swear it been the last couple screens that this shit been loud as fuck. This the last one for sure.
Yeah, everything was damn, it was right there.
For real.
Hey man, we get better with the sound quality. So you feel me? But let's get into this damn video. Oh shit, hold on. Did I let that up there? My fault.
Oh sure, nigga, that ain't mine.
That's for sure my shit from earlier. What's good, everybody? It's the Real Honesty Network here, back with another Real Honesty reaction. I'm Omilly Undawolf.
I'm Undawolf.
And today we are reacting to the low post. The MVP debate is completely broken, and we just had that conversation yesterday. We was like, how do you decide? Bro. We literally had that yesterday. Like, we kind of gave our sentiments on how we feel about the MVP debate, but now we can probably get into a deeper conversation and also include Lowe's points to see who he picks himself or how he feels the NBA MVP debate is made.
Yeah, I think he gonna kind of say what we was saying, just like it's more of a winning. Yeah, that's the job, bro. But it's more of a winning than just stats. Even though stats are important, I feel like this, because I mean I didn't hear him make that argument before, because essentially the media is picking the MVP because the people that got the vote, they in media. So it's like media picking MVP and media is going off of wins. You know, they ain't going in depth like this nigga anyway. So they going off of obvious shit. Okay, number one seed, best player on their team, MVP. And it's just like, I think that's what he finna talk about, that it's not that simple, basically.
Yeah, it's not. Or they'll do the shit, or another way, who averaged the most on that team.
Yeah, type shit, but the most valuable player might not be like how KD was on the Warriors. Like, he averaged more points than Steph, but it's like, nigga, Steph was the most valuable player on the team just because the shit that other niggas was able to do because we own this nigga. But really, that's a whole other conversation.
It's really...
Because KD was like that too for all... But, I mean, Clay was too. At that time, that was just not fair.
I feel like they kind of went with, we're going to double team KD. And then kind of, and Steph, we're going to just make him put the big physical one-on-one nigga on Steph. And just let Clay do what the fuck Clay doing. Because Clay, if y'all really remember, they was like, who going to give up their shots? Clay was like, nigga, not me. He may not average the most of that shit, but he had the same amount of shots. Like, me and the homies looked at it a couple months ago. How many shots was Clay was putting up? They said Clay was putting up 20 shots a game. I said, damn, he was putting that bitch up.
Yeah, because all them, I mean, because, you know, every game, the game plan was different. Some teams double Kevin, some teams double Steph. It's just like, nigga, it didn't matter because whoever you double, whoever is the nigga that's not being double is getting off. So
if he get that one-on-one matchup with you, you on that island, boy.
And now you finna take the double off of him and try to double him, and now this nigga can finally get going.
Man, now swing it to the corner of that side, nigga.
Yeah, so it was just, yeah, like I said, my bad. That was just kind of cheating because nigga they couldn't really double nobody because they
What do
had
you
3
do?
niggas they could.
Dead eye.
Like literally, Clay didn't have to create his own shot, but he could when he wanted to.
If Clay start running around them screens, nigga, he's gonna get open.
That was him creating his shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he start doing that shit,
yeah, I mean shit.
before the injury,
It's over with, so.
dead eye. But yeah, chat. Let's see what the fuck this nigga Low got to say about it.
So the season is almost coming to an end. We have less than a month of basketball left in the regular season, which means that the standings are getting a little
we still on the
tight.
welcome
Every
screen,
game
another one?
matters,
My
but
bad.
More importantly, the best players
Vertical
in the
screen,
league
my fault.
are making their last case for the in-season
We got 2
award.
streams running,
The
my
most
bad.
contentious
It's late.
conversation that has happened over the past couple of weeks now, of course, has been who should receive league MVP. However, the dialogue around the MVP race this season certainly has been fascinating, not just because of the 65-game rule, which we will touch upon later on.
Remember, we
but
said, I don't know, that should be
I'm
like
just gonna
50,
be honest with you.
55.
It's a lot of media members who, quite frankly, spent majority of the NBA season talking about the NFL, and now they decided to insert themselves back into the community and try to make claims for players that they clearly have not watched, simply based off of the last 2 months of basketball instead of the totality of the regular season. And because of this, I've deemed it necessary to make this video because, I'm gonna be honest with you, I really only think there's really only 5 candidates, and quite frankly, 3 of them have separated themselves from the last 2, especially because the player that I have in last place may not even be eligible for the MVP. Cade Cunningham has been nothing more but impressive this season. The 24-year-old has taken noticeable strides in the right direction offensively, in particular as a passer and playmaker, and because of that, he is practically the sole reason why Detroit, despite their offensive limitations from a roster perspective, still can find themselves a fringe top 10 team on that side of the ball. This is not only translated into Cade being a 25-point-per-game scorer while averaging 10 assists, turning down his turnovers, and having very respectable shooting splits across the board, but more importantly, the impact that he has on a team with very clear limitations offensively is pretty remarkable and, quite frankly, comparable to a lot of other players that are just undeniably better than Cade offensively. When Cade is on the floor, the Pistons have a near 120 offensive rating, but when he's off, it craters all the way down to 109, which would be worse in the NBA. Couple that level of impact with the great storyline of Cade not only leading the Pistons to the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, which is something that no one would have thought 2 years ago when they were historically bad, but also, and I did not know this, bro, if the Pistons continue down this pace of winning, they're finished with the 3rd best record in franchise history. I did not know that we were witnessing one of the best seasons that this franchise has seen, which is pretty remarkable. You stop and think about how great they've been periodically over the past 40 years now. So shout out to Cade. But even with all that being said, I still have him 5th, and it's because of 2 reasons. A, as great as Cade has been, and he's been very impactful, there's just been better players who've been more impactful to their team's success. But more importantly, it's because of the games played. Unfortunately, in the last game that he participated in against the Washington Wizards, he suffered a collapsed lung, which will more than likely keep him sidelined for the remainder of the regular season, which means that he's not going to be able to meet the 65-game threshold, which also then means obviously he's not going to be able to receive any MVP votes. So almost by default, Cade would have to fall 5th on my MVP race, but I would very well argue if that wasn't the case and he continued down his path and played a little bit better, because recently, especially from a scoring perspective, was kind of shaky, I might have even had him above the next candidate, and that is Nikola Jokic. Now, is it true that Jokic is posting up a ridiculous stat line? Yes. He's averaging 28 points per game while leading the league in both rebounds and assists,
averaging a triple-double
57% from the field, 39% from behind the arc, and 83% from the free throw line. Is it true that on-off numbers and various other advanced analytics prove that he is one of, if not the most impactful player in the NBA? Of course they do. When Jokic is on the floor in contrast to when he's off, especially offensively, the Denver Nuggets look like a completely different team.
Because they all 3 are balling in crazy-ass ways, all 3 of them.
Better representation of the injuries that they sustained, not only from Jokic's absence, but more.
Because essentially, Jokic, out of everybody he gonna show, to the eyes, Jokic got the best looking stats just because, nigga, he doing everything. But you can't, that's why you can't just go off stats, because then at that point, nigga, you would just keep giving it to Jokic because he have to do more on his team, because the Nuggets ain't who they was a couple years ago. But that ain't fair in the MVP, right? Because it's just like, it's not my fault I got help on some shade shit like we was talking about yesterday. Like, If that nigga get hurt, his team still gonna be good. Jokic get hurt, nigga, the Nuggets gonna fall off the face of the earth.
Well, what was fucked up this season, you know, that myth got debunked. He didn't play for like 10 games, and they won like 6 or 7 out of the 10.
Well, I mean, that's a cool sample size,
but to Jokic's defense, nigga Jamal Murray is playing out of his fucking mind. He ain't played like that since the bubble when he got hurt. So that's not sustainable.
Yeah, but that's 10 games too, so it's just
not.
Like,
yeah.
Imagine
season.
if Jokic was out for like 30 games.
It's not gonna be the same.
And Murray still did that, then niggas could kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like how Jaylen Brown, how many games Jason Tatum missed this year?
He missed probably 47.
Yeah, so it's like some shit like that, and Jaylen Brown them still carried it. It's like, yeah. But I don't think, because I mean, Jamal Murray don't be as healthy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like if he had to carry it for real that long, he'll probably get hurt. Mm-hmm. Not wishing bad on him, but I think putting it load on him, he'll probably get hurt. Because he usually get hurt. Anyway.
Especially with that type of load.
Yeah, so, I just want to say it. My bad.
No, that's good analytic points. I fuck with Rule.
On the defensive
doing
side
a good job. Dropping 30,
have
my
both
nigga.
Christian Brown
Good job.
and Aaron Gordon missing significant amount of time throughout the season. Yes, all that is true. But it still doesn't take away some unsettling truths about who Jokic has been, especially since he's been back from injury. In the last 23 games, Jokic is averaging 26 points, 13 rebounds, nearly 10 assists, which all look great on the surface. But he's turning the ball over at an abnormal rate of 4 a game. The shooting splits also aren't as spectacular as they normally are, shooting 53% from the field and only 32% from behind the arc and 80%
Maybe he ain't got his legs back yet.
And when I sit and watch Jokic,
you know, if you miss 10 games in the NBA,
it is undeniably the worst defensive effort I have seen out of him in the past 5 years. And that's saying a lot because Jokic doesn't really give you consistent high-end defensive effort in any given game.
And he a heavier set big,
the worst version of himself.
He's not the tallest, but
the thing that really stands out to me the most,
he's not fat, but he's big body.
Since Jokic has been back in those 23 games, the Denver Nuggets have a losing record. They are 11-12, and they've lost games that they undeniably should have won, especially their last game against the Memphis Grizzlies. But the second thing that really stands out to me is that even with all of these things going against Jokic and the Denver Nuggets, there are still ample of opportunities for them to have won more games, and what they have looked like in the clutch has been abysmal. And that goes for Jokic as well. In the clutch this season, the Nuggets have a losing record, and defensively, they are horrendous. And in particular, what Jokic has produced in the clutch, especially since he's been back from injury, is completely inexcusable. Since Jokic's return in the clutch, he is shooting 43% from the field. He is 1 for 13 from behind the arc, and he's nearly turning the ball over just as often as he's recording assists. But the thing that, again, stands out the most to me is the defensive effort. When Jokic is on the floor in the clutch, or even in the fourth quarter, the Denver Nuggets have a defensive rating of near 125. It is unbearably bad. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not claiming that in the clutch and what Jokic has looked like since he's been back from injury is a true representation of who he is as a player. I still believe that Jokic, when he's 100% healthy and playing the best basketball that he can play, he is still in conversations of being the best player in the league. The problem is that he just has not been performing at that level since he's returned from injury, and there is a real possibility that he rushed himself back because he can only miss one more game for the rest of the season for him to still be eligible to receive MVP or All-NBA honors. So all of that can be true, but it still doesn't excuse the fact who Jokic has been since he's been back from injury, and that sample size growing steadily. We're at a point now where we're talking about a near 25-game sample size, and at that point, we're basically looking at the first 30-some games in the regular season, and then we're probably going to look at the second 30-some games after his injury, and at that point, I just don't see how anyone could really make the argument if Jokic can't close games, have the degree of impact that is necessary for his team to win, and they're now dropping in the standings. Even with everything going against them, these are still winnable games that can help them climb the ladder back to the top. So I just can't overlook that, especially because the player that I have ahead of him has been steady climbing the ladder over the past couple of games now, and that is Luka Doncic. As of
Doncic
late, Luka
really
has
on
been
that
on a
shit.
tear. In an 8-game winning streak for the Los Angeles Lakers, Luka is putting
Nah,
up video
nah.
game-like
Shout out
numbers.
Luka Nard.
Luka's averaged nearly 41 points, 7 assists, 9 rebounds, nearly 2.5 steals, shooting 50% from the field, 42% from behind the arc, 78% from the free throw line, which all translates to a true shooting percentage of nearly 66%. A huge reason for the recent turnaround for Luka is because he's been able to gain his superpower back. We talked about this a few videos ago about the Lakers' struggles and in particular why Luka doesn't look like the same player that we saw a couple of years ago when he led the Dallas Mavericks to the NBA Finals. And in short, it's simply because he wasn't able to knock down his three-point shots, especially the step backs, and get to the basket as consistently as he used to. Some people claim that he just lost his burst. Other people recognize that he was still potentially coming back from his injury. But regardless of what it is, I mean, recently, Luka has been really on a tear, and he has been playing best player in the world basketball, and I would very well argue by a pretty wide margin. And for the people out there who assume that I'm only making an argument based off of an 8-game sample size, you are sadly mistaken. And unfortunately, I do believe what Luka is accomplishing over the last 8 games is really overshadowing how great he's played since the turn of the calendar year, because that is the large sample size in which many people could stamp Luka as an MVP candidate. Since January, Luka's averaging 33 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds, a steal and a half, while shooting 49% from the field, 40% from behind the arc, and 75% from the free throw line. The Lakers' offense has been 118 when Luka's on the floor during this 34-game stretch, and it has cratered pretty immensely when he is off the floor. And while all this is happening, LeBron was still trying to find his mojo as he was still recovering from his sciatica, because he clearly was not the same player that we saw last year. Reeves also missed some time, as well as Rui dealing with injuries, which effectively left Luka to backpack a team that already had questions with roster construction, depth, and in particular, what they look like consistently on the defensive side of the floor. JJ certainly deserves some credit here, as he's consistently adapted along the way and tried different lineups, and I do believe that is a huge reason why the team has turned around as of late, putting Rui on the bench and starting Marcus Smart. But still, when you have someone who's averaging 33, 8, and 8 on those shooting splits, and the team is now climbing the ladder, and the Lakers have find themselves with the 3rd best record in the Western Conference, where no one really anticipated them to look that good this deep into the season, it's really hard to deny who Luka has been throughout the totality of the season, but in particular, what he's going to look like throughout the home stretch of the regular season, throughout a potential 50-game sample size. But even with me saying all of that, I personally believe it's only a 2-man race, and the player that I have in second place right now is Victor Wembanyama. What Wemby is doing at the age of 22 is ridiculous, and what he's been doing as of late has me really questioning if my number 1 candidate should walk away with the award, because I've claimed that who I have at number 1 should win nearly unanimously, but Wemby is certainly challenging that thought process. For the season, Wemby is averaging 24 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists with 3 blocks, and shooting 51% from the field, 35% from behind the arc, and 82% from the free throw line. When Wemby is on the floor this season, the Spurs have an offensive rating of 119 and a defensive rating of only 104, which is ridiculous, which produces one of the best net ratings in the NBA, regardless of the talent surrounding said player, of plus 16. And if all of that was not enough, it's become even more apparent how dominant he has been as of late, especially because the Spurs are on a ridiculous run that has not only put them in position to be the 2nd seed, not only compromising the Oklahoma City Thunder and the lead that they have gained throughout everyone else in the NBA early on this season, but more importantly, really has me rethinking about who should walk away with the MVP.
Get that out of here, nigga.
Because in the month of March, Wemby is averaging 27 points per game, 3 assists, 11 rebounds, 3.5 blocks, while shooting 52% from the field, 38% from behind the arc, and 82% from the free throw line, which gives you a true shooting percentage of 66%. And oh yes, since February, a 22-game sample size, of which the Spurs have only lost 2 games, when Wemby is on the floor, the Spurs have an offensive rating of 125, a defensive rating of 101, which produces a net rating of 24, and when he is off the floor, they go from a historically great team to losing those minutes with a net rating of -3. Do you know how ridiculous it is for you to be winning the minutes of a player when he's on the floor by 24 points, a defensive rating that is near 99 in 2026, and as soon as he's off the floor, you start losing those minutes. I don't think people comprehend what Wemby is doing. I really don't. I really need people to thoroughly understand what they are watching in San Antonio. And probably the biggest and greatest argument that I can give to Wemby isn't even the whole great storyline, look at where they're at right now. No one anticipated the Spurs to be this good in the NBA because, I mean, not only are they the second seed in the Western Conference, they have the second best record in the entire league. Not even that. But it's a simple fact that Wemby's floor could arguably be higher than anybody else in this conversation, because when Wemby isn't having a great shooting night, when he's not having a great offensive game, he is unequivocally not just the best defensive player in this conversation, he is the best defensive player in the league. He is so great defensively, as you can clearly see from the numbers when he's on the floor. Again, a defensive rating of near 99 over the past 2 months of basketball. He is so great defensively that when he's on the floor, opposing teams second guess if they have an open layup even when they're underneath the rim. He is so great defensively that it doesn't even matter if he's away from the basket, he can still recover and block shots at the rim. He is so great defensively that he quite frankly alters the entire game plan of the opposing team. And there just is not another player on this list that if they're having a bad offensive game, that they still look that good in terms of just overall impact. That is the argument for Wemby, and I think it's a hell of an argument. And quite frankly, if the version of Wemby that we've seen from February and onwards, or who he has been in the month of March in particular offensively, is the version of Wemby that we're going to receive for the rest of his prime and his career for the next 10 to 15 years, respectfully to everybody else, that player, if he draws that out for an entire season worth of basketball, he is undeniably not just the MVP, but the best basketball player in the league. But the problem is that, unfortunately, that's not who Wemby has been for the entire season, and that is the reason why I believe that Shai should win the award. For the season, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is averaging 31.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, 6 assists with a steal and a half, and shooting a ridiculous 55% from the field, 39% from behind the arc, and 89% from the free throw line. One of the biggest indicators of how impactful he is offensively is when he's on the floor. The Oklahoma City Thunder have an offensive rating of 120, but when he's off, it drops down to 110, which is near bottom of the league. And when you watch OKC play basketball, you can very clearly see the impact that Shai has offensively, how impactful and influential he is on every single possession, not only as a ball handler and a scorer, but in particular, I do believe that Shai as a passer and playmaker has taken the proper steps in the right direction to continue to add to his offensive repertoire and really maximize what he and the rest of the team can produce on a per possession basis. Shooting 55% from the field when most of your shots are away from the basket is remarkable. Being someone who can go out there and hit step back threes consistently is also incredible, and quite frankly makes him borderline unguardable. But I do believe the last piece of the puzzle for Shai offensively is him becoming the playmaker that we see now, because a lot of the gapping schemes that we saw in the postseason last year against OKC probably won't have that much of effect on Shai heading into this postseason run. But probably the biggest reason why I would argue that Shai should win MVP is for two reasons, actually. The first one is, bro, this team has been dealing with injuries all season long. We are at the end of March, and J-Dub has only played 26 games. AJ Mitchell has only played 48. Hartenstein, 38. Alex Caruso, 47. And shout out to Chet. He's been healthy and available, and I do believe he's been one of the better defensive players in the NBA. And quite frankly, I do believe he's been the most impactful defensive player for the best defensive team in the league. So shout out to Chet. However, I don't believe that Chet has made the offensive strides that many of us would like to see out of him. Sure, he has improved, but he has not improved enough to remove a lot of the burden on Shai's shoulders offensively. And this is extremely evident like when Shai isn't on the floor and Chet has to do a little bit more creating on his own. I say all this to say, yes, we all knew that OKC had a really good shot at being the best team in the league from a record perspective. But if you told me that this is
no problem, Nobi. Thank you, bro.
With all these injuries, tonight was lit as fuck.
Playing, still not the same
another successful one.
But
this is
nothing
what we've been
massive.
asking for.
I would assume that Shai would have to do something remarkable to help them get them to that point, and that's exactly what he's been doing. And then the second thing, and I do believe the the most important aspect to this, and the reason why I led into the video explaining why it's important to not pay attention to a lot of the nonsense from mainstream media, is because many people have been hyper-reactive to what they've witnessed over the last 2 months of basketball. But when it comes to Shai, he effectively started the season, he has continued the season playing at an astronomical level. Outside of the first handful of games to start the year, Shai has been consistently, every single month, been a 30-point scorer who's giving you around 5 to 7 assists, 4 to 5 rebounds, while shooting well into the 50s from the field, and outside of 1 month, well into the 40s from behind the arc. For me, I don't think that Shai has necessarily provided the evidence that he is head or shoulders above everyone else. However, what he has provided is that the level in play in which it takes to be in consideration of being the best player in the world, he has not only hit that mark more consistently than everyone else, but he has effectively sustained that level of play from start to finish. And in my opinion, the MVP is for the totality of the year, not the last 20 games of the regular season, not because of a great 2-month stretch from what you look like from beginning to end. And for me, that's what the MVP award is about. It's not a 2-month award. It's not a 2-week award. It's not a good stretch award. It's an award that recognizes who has been the most impactful player for the totality of the year. And in my opinion, I just don't know how it's even possible to argue anyone else but Shai. I would go as far as to say, if it wasn't for this push that Wemby is providing in the last 2 months now, and even Luka in his last 2 months as well, if it wasn't for those two making ridiculous pushes, I would go as far as to say that Shai should not only win the MVP, but he should do it unanimously, because I do believe that's how great he has been, again, from beginning to end of the regular season. But hey, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section below. Also, if you want to hear a little bit more of me talking about Luka Doncic and the resurgence that he has had over the past handful of games, I made another video on my other channel where I rant a little bit and everybody loved it. So go check that video out. If not, just stay here, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, and until next time, we'll see you all later. Peace.
Behind me is Jeffrey Epstein's private ranch, and I'm gonna be spending...
No, we're not doing that. Forget.
So the season is almost coming to an...
All right, y'all, that was a low post. MVP debate is completely broken, and yes, it fucking is. I don't know. Guarantee you, if you go to...
Bro, they never do. The people that got the most to say about what you look like and what you doing, they page is either private or it's public, but it ain't got shit on it. But they never have a profile picture that's them. It's always some other shit.
Every fucking time, bro.
But I mean, I was born and grew up before the internet, so it's that type of shit. Nigga used to do shit like that in real life, and nigga dealt with it. Then the internet, who gives a fuck about a nigga on the internet? Nigga, fuck you, nigga. You ain't shit, nigga. You think you hurt my feelings because you talk about my mustache? Damn.
Whoop-de-doo.
What am I gonna do? I'm in turmoil. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. You think that shit really hurt my feelings? It's just you doing it for yourself. You just need to say that. And when you get that off your chest, you just gonna get blocked. And now look at you, dumbass.
Blocked to the motherfucker.
Talking to yourself.
Okay. Blocked like an 03 Ben Wallace shot, nigga. What the fuck?
Off the glass. Come on, bro. Make another account, say some more crazy shit. I'm gonna block that one. We can do this. This shit easy. It's so easy to block people.
It's just a one click for real.
Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. All right, nigga.
Yeah, I better hope I don't figure out how to use the shortcut, nigga. That's 2 buttons. Bow, nigga go.
Come on, man. Anyway, I ain't about to worry about that shit. But yeah, this nigga Luka is on the tour, but I definitely feel like Shai finna get that motherfucker again.
Cause he had hella niggas injured, and they still kind of good.
Yeah, like he said, Cub been doing the same shit all year, no dip. So, I mean, You can't go against the numbers in that case, and he got the other qualification. They the best team. So shit, you know what it is. It ain't gonna be no surprise. It really ain't no wrong answer between him and Victor, but nigga know Shay gonna win that shit.
Shay never
9
got
times out of 10. Like if he keep doing what he doing, finish
in a
the
row.
season like this, it's over with.
Back to back.
Yeah, that ain't that crazy because it'll be back to back, so it ain't like he done won it a bunch of times in a row. So yeah, he got it.
Yeah, you got it, Shay. But all right, y'all, that's the low post. The MVP debate is completely broken. We're on Secret Reactions. We're on C Network. We out. Peace. All right, we got that clip. All right. Time for the last and final one. We're going to be on you.
Yeah.
All right.
If you could know one thing, not as a fact in a book, but as an absolute truth, what would it be? Man, nigga, I don't know. What's up, fam?
What's up with you? How you doing? This guy real. That's a good one. He said, I just need to know for sure.
He said, would you teach me some black slangs? Bruh, beat it. There's one.
You get on my nerves.
And he said, by the way, I love your Dally mustache. Appreciate it. Whatever that means. I understand the mustache part, though.
Dalai, like Dalai Lama?
Beats me. Alright.
This is news 2 days ago. Cops rescue killer and lady's victim tied up in basement.
The fuck? Oh, they got that jump by the boyfriend exposed the girlfriend's dirty secret. Days later, he is dead.
Yeah, between those two. One is 42, the other one is 29. We've been on for 41 minutes, though.
Which one you talking about? The one in the basement?
Yep, it's between that and the boyfriend exposed girlfriend's dirty secret.
Yeah, because they just short, but I feel like the boyfriend y'all gonna be better.
Like more entertaining.
Yeah, type shit.
It's 2:44. You gonna do it?
Man, fuck that shit. Let's go with the basement. He said, are you guys okay? Why would we be? What we do? We did some shit that make you think we not okay?
We in here chilling, reacting to shit. Your ass in here saying some bullshit. Yeah, peace out. Alright, so which one we doing, Wolf?
The joint in the basement.
Alright. Everybody get stuck in the basement lately. Hold on, I'm gonna go to the bathroom before we start. Shit, we got 30 minutes. My knees hurt.
I'm gonna tell you what, watch out for a nigga that got a basement.
I don't trust no niggas in basements now.
I felt like I seen a stat where it's just like the chances of a nigga being a serial killer that own the basement is kind of high. So that's all I'm saying. Or not even being a serial killer, but the committed murder. Think about it. If you had like a cellar, like I don't know if y'all niggas know what a cellar is. It's down there like a basement, but it's more so like some doomsday type shit, like a room. But imagine you had that under your house along with a temple. Come on, bro, your mustache is so long. Yeah, nigga, I know. But yeah, if you had a place to hide people like that, like a basement, a cellar, you would be doing that shit. looks like a highway. Man, shut up. Somebody asked that man shit. But here you go, telling me shit. Shut up. Shut your ass up. Nobody give a damn about what you talking about. My mustache look like a highway. What the fuck you look like? Nigga don't never want to talk about what they look like. They always want to tell niggas what they look like. You look like you be telling niggas what they look like. That's what you look like. But yeah, bro, that's what come with this internet shit. He said better than you, bro. What? Nigga, what? You just saying you better than me? You don't know me, nigga. Look my pic. I'm beautiful. Man, nigga, you on the internet, nigga. I can't believe you. Even if that is a real picture, nigga, I don't know that's you. You think I trust you, nigga? Is that what you think? You think I believe you, nigga? Huh? You think that's what I do? You think random niggas can come in on the screen and I'm like, yeah, he telling the truth? Fuck no. Nigga, I ain't even clicking on your shit, cause I don't got no faith in you. You a motherfucking liar. And I can just tell, I can smell it on you. But anyway, yeah, believe shit. Fuck no. But anyway, see a motherfucker like you gonna end up in somebody's basement. Please believe me. Yeah, nigga don't know nothing about that. You probably an old ass man too. Just jumping in folks' screen talking shit. But then again, you might be like 13. You need your ass whooped, bro. You mustache is a lie. Alright, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. This nigga just yapping, bro. How my mustache too long? It ain't even yours. You act like you got it on your face. What's the problem? If I want a big ass mustache, I can do that. What's your issue? I just don't understand it. Nigga in the chat, obsessed with my mustache, talking about it's too long. It look like a highway.
Shut that ass up, nigga.
Nigga said my mustache is a lie. I don't even know what that mean. He think it's fake. Do no shit like that. But I told him though, he gonna end up in the basement. You fucking around. Keep commenting on people's shit. Cartoon stash and those type beat. You must clicked on his profile. He said he was beautiful. Look at his profile picture.
Who's beautiful?
Yeah. He said, bro, it's all good. Don't be sad. Fuck, nigga, I ain't sad, nigga. You don't affect my mood. You ain't shit. Like I said, you a nigga that just be commenting on random screens.
And your profile picture, you look like a bitch. My bad.
I feel like I know what you're talking about, little bro. That hoe come in one piece and shit. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Fuck it. Alright, y'all. Let's watch this shit. What's good, everybody? It's the Rounds. Now we're here back with another Rounds reaction. I'm Almighty Omilly.
I'm Undawolf.
And today we are reacting to Beyond Evil. Cops rescue killer's latest victim tied up in the basement. This is like our fourth video we watch from niggas in the basement, so stop going over niggas' houses with basements.
Man, what? They got a high chance of being a motherfucking killer. They got statistics on it.
Our niggas like analytics and statistics. Y'all got them. So, watch this video, then go watch the analytics and do whatever with that information as you wish. But, hey, we tried to warn you. So, let's watch it together, chat. Let's get it.
State police, anybody in the house?
These officers are conducting a welfare check on 73-year-old Donald Hinkby. A killer is in the area, and police believe he is in Donald's house.
You're upstairs? State police! Downstairs!
Identify yourself. Come out with your hands up. Come out with your hands up. Put your hands up. Hands up. Who's in here? Who's in? Anybody else in here?
Yeah, the guy you're looking for. That son of a bitch, he made a goddamn entrance in there. I've been here for 2 days.
The man is the focus of a multi-state manhunt. He's already killed one man, critically injured another, and minutes from now, he could claim his next victim.
I need everything, state police, everything. That motherfucker's here, man, for throwing this guy my gun.
First thing I noticed, the money had blood on it. He also had blood on his hands.
Oh my God, one of them is missing a hand.
Dude, that's some scary shit right there, bro.
The warrant, okay, is for murder, assault, home invasion, and kidnapping.
The following is based on official court records. Most of it has never been seen before.
Damn.
It's 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning when Connecticut State Police discover an abandoned truck near the Osborndale State Park in Derby. It's registered to 73-year-old Donald Hinkby, a local of Willington. But that's not all. The truck has been flagged as the potential getaway vehicle of a man who had just attacked two men with a samurai sword. And police suspect he's headed straight from the attack to Donald's house.
Another nigga with a samurai sword. Get the fuck
What's
out
up
of
with these
here.
niggas with samurai swords?
Where they buying this shit at?
You actually get them at fairs for like $150.
Yeah, the guy you're looking for. That son of a bitch, he made a goddamn entrance in there. I've been here for 2 days.
Okay, where is he?
He took my pickup. He stripped the fucking house. He's gone.
Is he in here?
That guy's a wacko.
Is he in here?
This guy's a wacko.
Where's the light? Where's the light?
Nah, OG mad.
Right to your left, officer.
Right here?
No, left corner. All the lights are right.
He's not in here?
To the left? No, my left.
I'm pretty sure.
Clear this area.
The pickup gone? Yeah. Yeah, he's got the white pickup. That son of a...
Police have just found Donald in his basement, where he had been for the past 2 days. His hands and feet have been bound with zip ties. As for his attacker, he could be anywhere.
He's not even the old nigga to die. That's crazy.
I am so happy to see you guys. How'd you get here?
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
If you're in here, put your hands up if you're in here.
Let them know.
This is in Connecticut.
Get my back.
The last one was in Kentucky.
Up north.
Put your hands up.
Kentucky, like right above Memphis, ain't it? In Tennessee.
Donald.
Yeah, it is.
Donald, where's your guns? Do you have guns in the safe?
No, I got him upstairs. He took my goddamn Beretta, my fucking handgun.
Got handguns.
That son of a bitch.
This is clear.
You know that old nigga mad. That's son of a bitch.
He left about... Yeah, he loaded up the pickup. I don't know what he took, but I don't know where he's going, but he's dangerous.
Basement's clear. Basement's clear.
Do you want to
document this? Yeah, get tied up before we cut him loose.
Basement's clear. Excuse me.
You call me a loose officer?
Yep, we're doing
Basement's clear. He's tied up down there. We gotta get the rest of the house, just in case he's not here. He's here. Clear. Clear. House is clear.
Is it clear, nigga?
Dude, that's some scary shit right there, bro.
So that mother that you said he was here?
Nice ass.
Yeah, he's tied up downstairs, bro. He's tied up.
With the suspect having fled the scene, officers turn to Donald for any information that might help in the investigation. He tells them that his kidnapper passed the time cooking meals and watching TV. Ironically, a local news bulletin on a local murder had revealed the man's identity. The wanted killer on the screen was the same man holding him hostage, 23-year-old Peter Manfredonia.
Did he strike you at all? Did he hit you, anything like that? No? Just tied you up? Okay.
He put the gun to the back of my head when I was sleeping. He says, "Don't turn around, I'll blow your fucking head off." I said, "Oh boy, what a way to wake up in the morning."
What time was that?
It was maybe 5:15.
And that was today?
No, that was Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
I fell asleep in front of the TV.
So where did you get the handgun from? He had it?
No, I had it. I sleep with it, especially with the Joker running around.
Yep.
But I had it on the other bed.
Oh.
I was in the recliner.
Okay.
So what he did, he was barefoot. He walked around, he grabbed it.
Upstairs like that. Like, hold on.
That's what happened there.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I should have had it right there, you know.
We're actually ecstatic to see you standing upright. So
he seemed like a fairly decent guy, but he goes off the handle. You can't trust him. You did capture him. He's under.
No.
He's still on the run.
No, he's still on the run.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, as long as nobody got hurt this trip, but down the road, you know, somebody's going to get tripped. You, you officers or whatever. Especially he's got my Beretta.
That's the only gun he took that you know of?
Yeah, because he had those goddamn knives because he kept on threatening me. He said, "I still got those goddamn big knives."
Okay.
And he said, "I got that gun, too."
For 2 days, Connecticut State Police have been searching for the man. They now know he is armed and even more dangerous. But to understand just how dangerous, we need to go back a couple of days to 9 a.m. on May the 22nd of 2020, when reports of a brutal attack on a rural road began flooding in.
A dirt bike just came down. I don't know what happened. I didn't see it, but someone's hit. 2 people are hit really badly.
There's someone beating my neighbor with a bat or something outside his house.
How many injured people there?
2 injured people. They're both bleeding profusely.
Soon, the calls report severe bleeding and slashing. The crazed attacker was not wielding a bat, but an edged sword.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Just stay on the phone.
One of them is missing a hand.
Stay on the phone, please.
No.
One of them, his hand is all the way off.
Yeah, you said the accuser left. He's saying one of the parties is missing their hand. Now, he thought it was a bat they used, but maybe there's some other instrument.
Yeah, we're at Myrtle Road in Wellington, and at the end of the Myrtle Road are 2 very hurt men, and they got attacked by a guy on a motorcycle. This is an emergency.
When paramedics and state police arrive at the scene, they find 62-year-old Ted Demers and 80-year-old John Franco lying in the street, bleeding profusely. Onlookers have done their best to stem the bleeding, but both men are in critical condition. And when they removed the makeshift bandages, they see why. Each has deep slashes to their heads and torsos. Ted's right hand has been completely severed, along with the index finger of his left hand. They are rushed to a nearby hospital, but Ted will tragically succumb to his injuries. The brutal attack leaves the community reeling, and police with an urgent task of finding the monster responsible. A statewide alert has been put out for a man on a red motorbike.
We believe it to be a edged weapon. However, the exact description of the weapon I would not be able to provide at this time.
But while the killer may have fled the scene, he has also left behind key evidence. Officers comb the nearby woods and find a blood-soaked samurai sword, a phone, and an identification card with the name Peter Manfredonia. Witnesses quickly confirm Peter as the attacker. What's more, many know him, and for deeply disturbing reasons. Peter is a 23-year-old honor roll student at the University of Connecticut, where he studies engineering and finance. He's also a star athlete, an outspoken advocate against gun violence, and, according to many of his friends, an unlikely murderer.
From what I know about Peter and from what I've seen from other people, just, you know, he cared a lot about social causes. I think he was pretty involved in Husky-thon. all kinds of community service events. He just didn't. It didn't strike me as the type of person for anything violent.
Clearly, something had changed. Just months before the attack in Wellington, concerned students had approached campus staff and police about Peter's unsettling behavior. When investigators searched his Mansfield apartment, they quickly see why. The walls are covered with messages about death, conspiracy theories, murder, and mass murderer Adam Lanza. In a chilling twist, Peter had grown up in Sandy Hook, just 6 doors down from Adam.
The worst grade school shooting in U.S. history, at least 27 dead, 20 children, 7 adults, including the principal, and the gunmen killed.
In one message he had written, "We saw what happened when Adam snapped. We saw what happened when Thomas snapped. Now they will see what happens when I snap." Clearly, Peter had snapped. His appearance on Myrtle Road that day had not been by chance. His ex-girlfriend lived on that street, and Peter had taken to stalking and harassing her. Just 4 days before the attack, she cut off contact with him after he hacked her social media accounts. According to Ted's widow, Cindy, that morning Ted spotted Peter walking past the house and offered to give him a ride. But Peter had come with a plan in mind, and it wasn't to talk. Within minutes, he launched his frenzied attack. Hearing the screams, Ted's neighbor, 80-year-old John Franco, bravely intervened, only to have Peter turn on him as well before fleeing the scene. He hadn't gone far. Donald's house was on the other side of Wellington, which brings us to the 24 hours he was held captive. Now, with Donald's truck found in Derby, investigators have Peter's last known whereabouts. With mounting urgency, they pull surveillance footage from the area. What they don't realize is it's already too late.
Hello? Hello? Yes. 911. Yes. 911. Yes. If I need an ambulance here, I need everything, state police, everything. That motherfucker been here, man, for throwing a stab like that.
Where are you?
I'm next to Calvert Safe and Lock 404, whatever the name of the road is.
This is the distraught voice of John Esel, who just found his 23-year-old son Nicholas dead on his apartment floor. It's 11 a.m., 5 hours since the discovery of the abandoned truck, and Peter had already claimed another victim. Investigators soon learned that Nicholas was a former classmate of Peter's at Newtown High School. The two had never been close, but it seems Peter needed cash and believed Nicholas had some. Police quickly uncover another unsettling clue. Nicholas's live-in girlfriend, Shannon Spice, was nowhere to be found, nor is her black Volkswagen Jetta. Just 2 hours from now, police will learn why.
Not Chili's, they're Chevy's, my bad. My ass said Chili's. I'm thinking some baby back ribs, my fat ass home. My fault, Chad. I almost lied to y'all. I was fooling y'all.
Jokes.
What's the Uber's information?
He told me that killed someone in Connecticut is on the run.
This is Kyle Walker on the 911 call to New Jersey State Police. He tells officers he'd pulled into a rest stop in Columbia when a man in a black Volkswagen stepped out and asked him to order an Uber. The moment the man left, a young woman who had been in the car with him rushed over. Shannon tells dispatch that she's just been driven at gunpoint from Connecticut to New Jersey. Shannon is lucky to be alive, but an innocent Uber driver has just unknowingly driven away with a madman. Investigators converge on the rest stop to interview both Kyle and Shannon.
Are you aware of the incident?
Yes. Yeah.
How are you aware of it?
The girl that was at the truck
the
stop
girl
today,
that
told me what happened.
You just say eat it out of here.
That he immediately felt uneasy around Peter, and his gut feeling would soon prove correct.
And then the Uber came up, and the guy, handed me, when he handed me $100 bill. The Uber ride was like $60, so I'll give you $100. First thing I noticed, the money had blood on it, and then within the time we were waiting for the Uber, I noticed he also had blood on his hands. So by that point, I just figured the best thing to do was wait for the Uber, and then I was gonna ask the girl if everything was okay. And then he got into the Uber, and she was like this, like 1 second, like she was gonna tell me something once they left. He kept looking back, and like the Uber stopped a few times, and he was looking back, and then the Uber pulled away. Then she pulled away like she was gonna leave, and I was like, wait. And then she waited until they were gone. She said, call 911. He just killed my boyfriend, and he's held me at gunpoint and made me drive down here. And she said he's at large for murder, on the run or something like that, one for murder. The minute she got in the car, we called 911 and started driving away.
Working across teams is tough, but Asana helps you handle it. Asana AI can spot roadblocks and assign work to keep everything on track. That's how work gets handled. Visit us at asana.com.
Nah, for real. It sounded like he was lying for him and shit.
The Uber trip ended on Lincoln Avenue in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. Fortunately, the Uber driver is unharmed, but Peter is still on the loose and in a new neighborhood. Investigators know they are in a race against time. Peter Manfredonia has claimed 2 lives and severely injured another man and had kidnapped 2 people. He is heavily armed and made it clear that he is capable of anything. Teams from the Maryland State Police, Connecticut State Police, the U.S. Marshals, and the FBI work to narrow his location. Search teams comb the area by air and on the ground. Public appeals are launched, and citizens in Connecticut, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Maryland are on high alert. When the media is in overdrive, updates are given live. The next sighting of Peter is later that same day when he's seen walking on railroad tracks behind a Walmart in East Stroudsburg.
Peter, I want you to know that we are continuing our investigation. The one thing we are missing right now is you.
An investigation
that has led to East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, where Peter Manfredonia was last seen on Sunday. In this surveillance photo, you can see the 6'4", 240-pound, 23-year-old wearing a white t-shirt, dark-colored shorts, and carrying a black duffel bag. That duffel bag is said to be full of guns, stolen from a Willington home invasion.
For 3 days, Peter is spotted all over the place, on country roads, in the woods, at convenience stores. Then, on Wednesday, May the 27th, 2020, at 10 p.m., a detective at a truck stop in Hagerstown, Maryland, is being briefed on Peter's appearance when he spots the suspect 20 feet away and draws his weapon. After 6 days on the run and a crime spree that has terrified communities in 4 states, Peter Manfredonia surrenders without a fight. With their suspect finally in custody, detectives are determined to get answers. They already have enough evidence to secure a conviction, but the whole country is asking the same question. What drove this college kid with everything to live for to commit such atrocities? They will soon discover, however, that this will not be any ordinary interview.
All right, so like I said, Mike Zella, Mike Grabowski, I'm a state trooper. Do you want to tell us what happened in Wilmington?
Not without the lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
All right.
I want to, like I said, help you how I can, but
okay, no problem.
Put like risk to my family.
I totally
That
understand.
nigga barely fit in the
We
frame.
appreciate you talking to us as little as you can, because every little bit helps, right? So, do you remember going to a house after parking the motorcycle?
Oh, so you not gonna say nothing? Alright. She said ain't no snitch now.
I thought he already said he wanted a lawyer.
You like, nigga, we just gonna sit here and look at each other until it's time.
Gotta go with something else.
What's that?
I gotta go with something else.
What does that mean?
Like,
Next question. Okay.
How about just a date though? Like how many days before today would you say you were?
Time has been a real blur.
Okay. So you can't put a date on it?
It'd be very
Okay.
No, I'm not trying to put you guys through a rigor, and I just everything.
No, yeah, no problem.
Is kind of
No problem.
Peter clearly knows the smartest move is to skip any incriminating questions. He also has the eerie ability to remain silent for extended stretches of time, even under the gaze of 2 homicide detectives. In an effort to get him talking, the detective encourages him to speak about other events, like where he's been sleeping. He tells them that he has been in the woods.
Do you remember that at all?
remember that.
Yeah.
That.
Myrtle Road in Wilmington.
That Taco Bell bad? Yeah, he tell on everything.
Very little.
Baja Blast and shit.
It's not something
Large.
Okay, I understand. Can you tell me a little bit about that when you were in Wellington?
What?
We was already talking basketball earlier. We beyond basketball now. We the crime videos. It says crime and basketball in the title. Thank you very much,
Officers
big
now
dog.
press Peter for details
Hit
that
that
might
sub button.
reveal
We do basketball talk
premeditation.
every night
Once
too.
again, he'll channel all of his focus into avoiding saying anything that might incriminate himself. But even with his carefully thought out answers,
Facts.
he'll
Doing that
slip
real life
up
shit now.
just enough.
Hey man, like, we're just talking. And
Nah, that back down.
But we just want to hear
That's even
kind of
worse.
what you're going through.
Then they got the large fry, Big Mac.
You know? So we know
large sweet tea.
how smart you are.
Extra cold.
It's actually impressive. The engineering. And it's, you know, if you're going through some stuff, just tell us about it. I think that you want to tell us.
I want to, but I can't. They too strapped.
And why don't I even leave it in the form of a question? Why don't we just leave the table open right now?
He get McDonald's in
what were you
jail.
struggling with? You know, what was going on?
He know the right nigga. He gotta get over
You
the
could even talk,
cheeseburger
free form, like talk however. It doesn't have to be a direct,
for
direct
real.
answer to any of our questions.
You won't even take notes.
Yeah, it's really just
It
a
ain't
conversation.
easy being cheesy.
This is more learning about you and any difficulties you might have had. You're a long way from home. You know, there's always a reason for it, but everyone's reasons are different.
I don't have a home, brother. Does he?
I've definitely been struggling with a lot of personal issues. Do you guys track phones?
Why?
Just out of curiosity.
Why would you ask me a question? Seems like an odd question to ask. I'm curious about a couple of things too.
Nah,
What do
they
you
on
think I'm
your
curious
ass.
about? How about this? I need another question.
With Peter still holding his ground, the detective narrows in on the evidence that might provoke an emotional response in Peter, namely the dark and disturbing thoughts written all over his apartment walls.
Were some of the writings on your wall when that incident happened? Was some of that because of what was personal to you?
Yeah.
Is that why you did that?
Yeah.
It's just a way to be heard.
Honestly,
He gonna keep bullshitting though. I feel like he talking in circles.
You're just in like a bad way, like just depressed, or
Yes, extremely. Most have been nearing my time. I mean, pretty much, after that, I started doing really well because that's when I did get into the fundraising. So there was that incident. So going into that year, I was extremely depressed. I was stopped working out, binge eating, any bad habit that you could possibly name. And I had, nothing, like, no mindset to change it, no anything. And then eventually I just kind of felt like I needed something to inspire me,
what were some of those bigger issues? What were some of those bigger issues?
Bigger issue
that you were wrestling with that caused you to have to write on the wall? I couldn't help but notice, you made a reference to Atlanta, which it's a personal topic for all of us. we all have some connection.
They ain't been interviewing long enough.
But you
they
grew up in
usually be lying in the beginning.
Okay. You went to Newtown High. I can imagine there's some personal connection there. Like, was that something that bothered you? It was. Did that make you? I mean, so then, what was the reason for connecting that with the wing on your wall?
I mean, that when I drew on the wall, it was pretty much just I was in a manic state and kind of anything. I couldn't even remember half the things that were on it. If you ask me now,
would you compare that manic state that you were feeling then to maybe what you've been feeling the past few days? Is there any similarities there?
Another question.
If the reason why you can't remember why you wrote what you wrote on the wall, but you're comparing it and categorizing it as a manic state.
Yeah, that's not like a diagnosis.
I know it's not like a problem. I know you're not clinically diagnosed.
Niggas love motherfucking mental issues, so why they fucking do shit?
Colloquially, you know.
I feel like if you could tell the nigga you crazy, you ain't crazy.
Nah, cause most of them can't even formulate a sentence to describe how they actually feel. Niggas just start snapping.
A lot of gaps in what you're telling us. So, are there?
I don't know. I feel like your crazy is showing your interrogation.
Yes, I would say they're definitely.
Especially in high pressure situations like this.
Do you have any,
they be trying.
Do you have any understanding of what's going to happen now going forward? Were you told why you were arrested? Did you have some idea? Besides being told you have a warrant, we can explain them to you because you're gonna be processed. You're gonna be booked from here. Okay?
Yeah, nigga, you ain't getting no bail.
The warrant, okay, is for murder, assault, home invasion, and kidnapping. That is a warrant from the state of Connecticut. Alright, you're in the state of Maryland right now. It's an extraditable warrant, which makes you a fugitive from justice by statute, okay?
Peter has managed to say enough to link himself definitively to the crimes. As for a motive, he claimed he was in a manic state during the killing spree and suffered anxiety and depression during the lead-up. But neither depression nor mania explain the murder. Over the course of his 6-day rampage, Peter revealed a capacity for cruelty and violence far beyond what most ordinary people could inflict, regardless of their emotional state. As for his intentions that day in Willington, police argue that Peter went to Myrtle Street with the goal of killing his ex-girlfriend. His defense team claimed he planned to take his life outside of her home. With no clear evidence either way, we'll never know the truth. On April the 20th of 2023, Peter accepted a 55-year plea deal for the murders of Ted Demers and Nicholas Bissell, and for the kidnapping of Shannon Spies and Donald Hinkby.
Between hearing the gruesome details that he felt like sharing and trying to be as nice as possible so that I could stay alive, I held my own funeral throughout that drive.
There are no words that can possibly atone for what I have done. Know that I am sorry nonetheless. You have done nothing to deserve the pain that I have caused. My actions were nothing short of irreprehensible. I do not expect forgiveness for my actions, and I will regret them every day for the rest of my life.
Peter's apology is little consolation for the family of the two men whose lives he took. Friends and family described 23-year-old Nicholas Bissell as magnetic and a funny young man who loved art and design. 62-year-old Ted Demers was a devoted family man and a talented woodworker and furniture maker who loved nature. And here is Ted himself.
Ted Demers of Willington, an artistic furniture maker.
I let the wood kind of tell me where it's going to go. The designs come right out of what I see in the pieces that we find, and 90% of the material that we use comes right off the property.
We would like to extend our sincere condolences to the family and friends of the victims in this case.
Alright, y'all. Cops rescue killers. Latest victim tied up in basement. This nigga, samurai sword, all type of shit. His fat ass and try to say his fat ass is crazy. No, nigga, you just fat doing shit. Fat fuck.
Man, what, Peter? All I know is you fat as fuck and shut the fuck up.
Fat fuck, nigga. Oh, nigga built like the Huskers. Nigga, all of them. Nigga, goddamn.
Nigga look like a beach ball. Bro, you big as hell, bro.
Look like somebody inflated that nigga with a fucking air pump.
No, for real, bro. You got McDonald's doing your interrogation. What the fuck you been eating in prison? Fuck.
Fat ass nigga, goddamn.
Man, swole up. Did that green ass shit. Who the fuck y'all think y'all is? This back-to-back days.
Doing this crazy shit.
No, for real. That nigga definitely look like that. He definitely shaped like that little
Do
boy.
it hard. Alright, y'all. That's Beyond Evil. Cops rescue killers, latest victim tied up in basement. Real Honesty Reactions. Real Honesty Network. We out. Peace. We got the clip. Alright, y'all. We better get our tired asses the fuck up out of here.
No, for real.
What time is it?
3:22.
Yep, it's about that time, y'all. So, yeah, y'all like, comment, subscribe. We'll see y'all tomorrow at 6 p.m. for the Royal Ross interview. We'll be on here. Be there or be square, and we'll be selling whatever. I think Ross going to bring some albums. We're going to see if we're going to sell them on live or whatever we're going to do. But tap in, y'all. Tap in. We'll be here tomorrow. Mañana.
For sure.
See y'all later. We are out of here. Cue the motherfucking theme music, nigga. Wrong shit. There we go. Alright, bye. Alright, y'all. We out.
The money make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Everybody got something to say in the background. Niggas throw rocks and hide their hands, they ain't tough now. Kobe in the clutch, every time they wanna act foul. Exotic weeds, out of packs, only smoking on loud. Go to Vegas, catch a flight, nigga, I put my feet up. Sliding down the strip, nigga, throwing threes and P's up. Out with my bitch and she swear I'm doing 3 months. You gotta be this way when you tryna run some ends up. Driving like the storm, had the Charlie burnt her whole clutch. Yellow coupe in the sun, nigga, I'm tryna turn up. Hit her engine growling every corner when I pull up. Slapping Mag Dre in the whip, tryna go down. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud.
You a hating ass nigga, why you mad at the bitch? Go outside about the bitch, cause she choosing the shit. Ayy, ayy, watch how you choosing the bitch, end up losing the bitch. Now you boo-hooing shit, ayy. Oh, green ass, trick off, crying ass. Where you going off, stalking ass nigga with your talking ass? I'm a walking ass, standing on 10 ass nigga. L's gon' come, count the wins, little nigga. Ayy, yup, point is, running to the ceiling. Hit the hoe, spit the hoe, stay up at your feelings. If you get it, you get it. Dream chasing, I don't want no dealings.
Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, wanna act loud.